Welcome in live on 810varsity.com. Mike Smith behind the mic here for the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies match up against the Bishop Miege Stags. It's a home game for Miege here tonight. Both teams coming in off a victory to open up the season for Kansas State High School football. Another Friday night lights here. We thought a little rain passed through early, but the skies are clear now. Got some clouds, but doesn't look like the rain will be an issue for a while at least. First half just about to get underway. As I said, both teams coming into tonight's contest winning their season opener. Blue Valley Northwest came away with a 34-16 victory over Blue Valley North behind quarterback Garrett Fugate, who suffered a nose injury, but before he was out of the contest, he was 14 of 19 for 176 yards and 4 TDs. Also, their running back Marlon Mitchell, 14 carries for 170 yards and a TD. Their wide receiver Jake Cobble had 3 touchdown catches. The Bishop Miege Stags won their first game of the year as well. That one a 48-28 win over Blue Valley Northwest. Montel Cozart, the junior QB, taking over for Max Shortell, and it was 13 of 17, 278 yards in that one. 3 passing TDs, 1 rushing. He did have 2 turnovers, an interception early and a fumble. Quanzi Johnson, 8 carries for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Trey Parmalee, the leading receiver, 6 receptions for about 150 yards and 3 TDs. Timmy Mahoney catching the other touchdown for the Stags in the contest. These two teams met off in the second game of the season last year. It was a 42-0 victory for Bishop Miege in that one. We'll see if it's a different outcome in tonight's contest. 12 minutes on the clock for the first quarter. Bishop Miege Stags wearing their red uniforms, gray pants, red and blue trim, white numbers, red helmet. Blue Valley Northwest, black pants, white jerseys, purple trim and purple numbers, white helmet. Stags to receive here to start off the contest. McKinley Johnson, as well as Darian George, back to receive. Kicking for Blue Valley Northwest is Mason Gaddy. And we're off here. We'll get the picture up just momentarily. McKinley Johnson with the return for the Stags. There we go. Sorry for the brief video outage there, but kickoff going toward the Stags, and they're going to start off on their own 17. Again, sorry for the video cutouts. We have brief technical difficulties. Pass incomplete on first down. Cozart with the keeper in a 6-yard gain there. 3rd and 4 now with just about a minute gone by in the contest. Cozart lines up in the shotgun. The diamond formation of wide receivers to the near side. Lone receiver for the Stags to the far side. Cozart with the keeper, finds some seam, and he's going to get the first down and a little bit more. Gain of 6 yards on the play by Montel Cozart on that one. Marlon Williams with the tackle for the Huskies. So the Stags get their first and 10 of the contest on the first initial drive of the game. Bishop Miege taking on Blue Valley Northwest here in tonight's contest, live on 810varsity.com. Cozart under center. Going to hand off to Quanzi Johnson. Cuts back, cuts through into the linebackers. Going to be brought down. Looks like a gain of about 5 yards on the play there. Quanzi Johnson straight up the middle on that one with a slight cutback in the backfield. Gain of 5 indeed, so 2nd and 5 coming for Bishop Miege. Cozart in the shotgun. Split out near side is Smith. Novak also split out. Cozart gets the pitch to Quanzi Johnson. He's going to be brought down after a 2-yard gain. Slew of tacklers by the Huskies. In there was Demetrius Abernathy, Jake Sloan as well. .9:36 left here in the first quarter. Stags on the first drive here of the contest, 3rd and 2. Bishop Miege was able to convert their first 3rd down. We'll see if they can get this one. Cozart under center, drops back to pass. He's hit. He fumbles. It's loose. Quanzi Johnson tries to get to it. That's going to be actually ruled incomplete. So pass incomplete. Cozart's hand obviously in the forward motion there, but he was hit in the backfield by Marlon Williams, who broke through free right through the offensive line of Bishop Miege. So comes up with a huge play and a stop for Blue Valley Northwest. 9:15 left here in the first quarter, and that's how the first drive for the Stags is going to end. They're going to punt it away. Punt from their own 38. That one fired. Going to be bouncing. Looks like it's almost towards the 20. It's going to stop right at the 21. Picked up there by the Stags. So Northwest will start from their own 21-yard line with their first offensive series of tonight's contest. They won their game last week 34-16 over Blue Valley North behind a good performance from their quarterback, Garrett Fugate. Fugate, the senior, he stands 6'3", 183 pounds. Fugate had a nose injury that took him out of last week's contest, but back this week as he lines up in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Going to fire out into flat. That's going to be caught. 1 tackle missed by the Stags, but then brought down by Quanzi Johnson. Was Austin Swales with the reception. Swales looks like he gained about 1 yard on the play. Pass out to the flat by Fugate there. 8:41 left here in the first quarter. Fugate, tight end, tight to the far side of the offensive line. 2 wide receivers out. Tackled in the backfield. Nice job. Wrapped up there. Thomas Shamit getting in penetration from his defensive line position. Mitchell with the carry, but he's brought down for a loss. It's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 15 coming for the Huskies. First offensive drive for Blue Valley Northwest. The Stags' first offensive drive was stifled by the defense of the Huskies. Fugate again in the shotgun with Mitchell to his left. Trip receivers to the far side. Lone receiver to the near. Fugate fires. He's going to go near sideline. Johnson with the coverage. He comes up with the interception right around midfield. Does Quanzi Johnson with the interception. A pass intended for Jake Cobble, who had 3 touchdown catches last week for the Huskies. But the first turnover of the contest for either team. That one coming by the Huskies as Garrett Fugate throws the interception. Quanzi Johnson, an electric play there, turning the momentum back in favor of Bishop Miege. They'll start right at midfield with 7:36 left here in the first quarter, excuse me. Cozart and company comes back out on offense. Two wide on either side. Johnson, the lone back, to the near side of Cozart in the backfield. Cozart drops back to pass, looking, going to fire. He finds Parmalee. Parmalee at the 40-yard line, almost got the first down. We'll see where referees mark him down, right about the 40-yard line. So it looks like he will get the first down. They'll line it up inches short of the first down, so second and inches for the Stags. Cozart going to be in the shotgun formation once again. The diamond wide receiver formation to the near side. Mahoney, the far wide receiver, or the back wide receiver. Cozart with the keeper, and straight up the middle, gets the first down. We saw that diamond formation last week against Blue Valley Southwest, and Cozart played it out to Mahoney quite a bit in the flat, and Mahoney was able to rattle off big gains, one going actually for a touchdown in the contest. Just under 7 minutes left here in the first quarter. Stags in Husky territory on the 37. It's 1st and 10 on the 37. Four wide receivers to the near side in the diamond formation once again. Cozart with the keeper straight up the middle, met by the defensive line for the Huskies. Max Tilden coming up from his safety position to get the stop. 1 yard gain by Cozart on the keeper. Second and 9 from the 35. 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. Live on 810varsity.com. This is Blue Valley Northwest taking on Bishop Miege. Cozart shotgun as the four wide receivers set to the far side, and that one fired for Mahoney. Incomplete pass. There again, they had the four wide receivers set, lined up, the diamond formation. And we saw Mahoney getting the pass thrown to him, but behind him and incomplete. 5:51 left here in the first quarter. McKinley Johnson, the split wide receiver to the near side. Smith, the slot receiver. Cozart drops back from under center. He's going to roll out to the right. He's going to fire all the way down, and McKinley Johnson's wide open. He's in there for the touchdown. Johnson had to stop, wait for that one to come in to cradle it, but he corrals it at the 2 yard line and walks in for the touchdown. First score of the contest for either team. Bishop Miege is going to take the early lead, 6-0 here. Pending the extra point will be 7-0. Colin Carter to take the kicking duties for the Stags. But Johnson, great separation on the near sideline, breaking free for the touchdown pass from Cozart. Carter puts that through the uprights. I want a 35-yard pass from Cozart to his teammate McKinley Johnson. Johnson, the sophomore, he stands at 5'9", 160 pounds. And we'll set up the kickoff now for the Stags. Blue Valley Northwest will try to reset their offense after turning the ball over on their initial offensive series. 810 Varsity Broadcast brought to you by the Kansas City Command. Season tickets for the 2012 Arena Football League season at the Sprint Center are now on sale. Call 855-KC Arena. 7-0 now here in the first quarter. 5:44 left to go in that first quarter. Stags getting on the board off of the Cozart 35-yard touchdown pass to McKinley Johnson. That one filled it at the 8-yard line. Going to be brought up on the far side, now tackled right around the 30. Good job by the Huskies to bring that up. Some good field position to start off. Austin Swales with the return. Second offensive set here for the Huskies. As I said, first one ending in an interception right about midfield. Quanzi Johnson, the pass there that Johnson intercepted was intended for Swales. Fugate will be in the shotgun. Two receivers to the near side, that being Moses as well as Austin Swales. Mitchell in the backfield with Fugate. Hand off to Mitchell, straight up the middle. He's met by the defensive line of Miege. The ball comes loose, but play blown dead. Looks like it'll be no gain on the play for the Huskies. Brad Ivy with the stop for Bishop Miege. Ball on the 31-yard line of the Huskies right now. 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Trip receivers to the near side. Fugate in the shotgun. Mitchell to his right. Fugate checks the play at the sideline. Now he's going to drop back to pass. Look right down the middle. Caught there by Moses. Good enough for a 9-yard gain, it looks like. Austin Moses with the reception from Fugate. 3rd and 1 after the 9-yard gain. 4:30 left here in the first quarter. 7-0 Bishop Miege leading this one. Vince Fritz, the receiver to the near side. Two receivers split out for the Huskies. See the Stags bringing up their linebackers. Now they're going to bring a little bit of a blitz with Shaman. They're going to fire the pass. That's going to be a first down right at midfield. Caught. Knocked down. Moses again with the reception. Brought down right at midfield. Good enough for the first down for Blue Valley Northwest. Trip receivers to the near side. Stroll, the closest receiver, is handoff to Mitchell. No, it's going to be keeper by Fugate. Fugate breaks one tackle, is going to break it out toward the right. Go up the sideline, going to be brought out. And Fugate is forced out there by Timmy Mahoney. So good stretching by the defense by the Stags there as they made sure Fugate couldn't find a gap as he rolled out to his right on the keeper after the initial handoff fake to Mitchell. 3:40 left here in the first quarter. 2nd and 8. Excuse me, 2nd and 2. Fugate in the shotgun. Trip receivers to the far side. Mitchell in the backfield. Hand off to Mitchell. He's going to roll out to the left. He's met in the backfield, but breaks the tackle. He gets around once. He jumps over a defender and gets the first down, and about 5 more yards after that. So a gain of 7 yards, but an athletic play there by Marlon Mitchell as he shedded a couple tackles in the backfield. That would have stopped that drive if the Stags could have came up with the stop there, but Mitchell showcasing some speed as he went out to the left and down the sideline for the first down for the Huskies. Swales and Fritz, the split to the near side. Cobble to the far side as Fugate keeps it, going to take it, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get himself about 1 yard on the play as he spun off the tackle, but met hard right in the face. Brad Ivy meeting Garrett Fugate right at the line of scrimmage. Fugate kept it going able to gain a 1 yard on that play. Fugate again in the shotgun. Trip receivers this time to the near side. Mitchell in the backfield. 2:29 left here in the first quarter. Fugate drops back. Fires to the far side. Johnson comes up with a hit. Beautiful hit by Johnson and Parmalee. Pass, we'll see if it was ruled incomplete or caught. They'll say pass complete. Austin Swales with the catch, but he got rattled. He comes up a little shooken up. And he's going to come out of the contest right now. But gain of 5 on that play, so bring up 3rd and 5. But great hit by Parmalee and Johnson as they converged on Swales quickly. No, they're going to change the ruling on the field. Pass incomplete, so it'll be 3rd and 10 after the referees have a little meeting. 3rd and 9. The referees have a meeting to determine whether that pass was complete. The hit from Parmalee and Johnson jarred that ball loose as Swales initially had the reception, but in the referee's mind didn't establish a football move, so an incomplete pass. Under 2 minutes left here in the second quarter, in the first quarter. Already getting ahead of myself. Fugate fires. That one caught by Swales. So Swales stayed in there after the hit and got another one. But he rattled that one in for the catch. That's going to be 4th down, 4th and 4. Fugate staying in. So the Huskies look like they're going to go for it with 1:28 left here in the first. Trailing by a touchdown are the Huskies. They're going to go for 4th and 4 on the 28-yard line of Bishop Miege. Mitchell in the backfield with Fugate. Trip receivers to the near side. Stroll, the receiver closest to the near sideline. Fugate fires. Block picked up. Fugate gets hit. That's going to be an incomplete pass. Fugate tried to fire the pass quickly as Mitchell couldn't pick up the block. But great job by Rudy Estrada to make the penetration off the defensive line for the Stags. Rudy Estrada immediately got around Mitchell before Mitchell could really get a good piece of him to set up a block, and that allowed him to get in the face of Garrett Fugate, and that's a turnover on downs by the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies. So some defensive plays being the highlight of the first quarter for Bishop Miege. The interception on the first offensive series for Northwest. The interception coming by Quanzi Johnson. And now the turnover on downs there is Cozart with the keeper straight up the middle. Going to be a gain of about 1 yard. Brandon Boland, one of the 3 Huskies with the stop. Time winding down here in the first 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Bishop Miege leading 7-0 off the Cozart 35-yard pass to McKinley Johnson. Cozart and the Stags taking their time. Looks like they'll get this play off for sure here. 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. Cozart with the dual back in the backfield. Fire to Parmalee in the flat. Parmalee tried to break a couple tackles, but met by the Huskies defense. Initial tackle looked like Josh Pendergaster in there, but plenty of Huskies converged on Parmalee there. That's going to do it for the first quarter, and we'll have a 7-0 advantage after the first quarter for Bishop Miege after the Cozart 35-yard pass to McKinley Johnson to get the lone score of the contest thus far for either team. 810varsity.com broadcast brought to you by Mr. Goodsense. A $5 foot-long subs are back at Mr. Goodsense. 7 great subs to choose from. Come see what fresh really is at Mr. Goodsense. Have you always wanted to learn to fly? Has it been a lifelong dream? Now you can live the dream. Learning to fly with Air Associates can be one of the most exciting, rewarding, and challenging activities you'll ever experience. You'll have the most fun you've ever had. Their FAA certified flight instructors will take you through every step from first flight to solo to the freedom of your pilot's license in their modern Cessna aircraft. Their special flight packages will make your training even more affordable. Visit their website at takeoffkc.com. So after the first quarter, the Stags of Bishop Miege find themselves up a touchdown at home over the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies. The Huskies' offensive drives, the two that they had in the first quarter, both stifled by the defensive plays of Bishop Miege. First, an interception by Fugate to Quanzi Johnson of the Stags, and then a turnover on downs as Cozart rolls out to the near side, fires to Parmalee, finds him right about the 40-yard line, gain of 11 on the play, first down. Cozart using the bootleg action to fire a couple good passing plays here in the contest thus far. From their own 40-yard line, the Stags set up on the first and 10. Cozart will be under center. Luke Taylor, the fullback, with Quanzi Johnson in the backfield. Two receivers to the far side. McKinley Johnson to the near side. That one fired, picked up by Parmalee. That was a low pass from Cozart. Gain of 7 on the play. But quick pass from Cozart. Parmalee able to snag it out of the air, gain for 7. Bring up 2nd and 3 for the Stags of Bishop Miege. 1 minute gone by here in the second quarter. Bishop Miege leading 7-0. Cozart will be in the shotgun. Trip receivers to the near side. Lone receiver to the far. Quanzi Johnson, the back. He's going to get it. He's going to work towards the right. Trying to stretch it out. Stiff arm one guy, but he's brought down in the backfield. Nice tackle there by number 32, Max Tilden, up from his safety position to get in the backfield and bring down Quanzi Johnson. And that's going to knock back the Stags and be 3rd and 7. Loss of 4 on the play. They tried the stretch run with Johnson on the last play. Cozart will be under center. Twin receivers to the near side. Mahoney split out to the far. Cozart getting pressure. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. Another loss on the play. Nice job right there by Brennan Boland to come up with the sack. Gobbles up Cozart. That's 4th down now. So going backwards was Miege after a couple of good plays to initially start off that offensive drive, but then stifled immediately by the defense of the Huskies. They were on top of things there. 2 negative plays back-to-back will lead to the punt. Punt coming. That's a short pooch punt. It's going to come out. Going to bounce across the 50. And we'll see where it's marked at. Marked at the 49-yard line of the Huskies. But some great field position right about midfield pretty much for Blue Valley Northwest to start off their first offensive series here in the second quarter. Only trailing by a touchdown are the Huskies of Northwest. So still very well in this one. As I said before the contest got underway, Bishop Miege won last year's game between these two squads 42-0. Blue Valley Northwest coming off of a season they'd like to forget, 2-7 finishing last year. While Bishop Miege had a little bit different of a season. They were 6-4, pretty successful, 3-0 in their district. It's Fugate, going to be a handoff. This one to Starks. Stark had a touchdown last week, and he's brought down as a stretch play to the far side. Looks like he may have gotten 1 yard on the play. Mahoney with the stop for the Stags. 9 minutes left here in the second quarter. One yard on the play gained by Starks on the handoff by Fugate. Mitchell will be the running back here for the Huskies. Fugate in the shotgun. Trip receivers to the near side. Fugate drops back. Just a quick pass. That one going to be caught by Starks. Starks met by the linebackers for the Stags. Trey Parmalee. So Brad Ivy as well in on the tackle. Gain of 3 on that short pass from Fugate to Starks. They'll line up in the same formation here with Mitchell, the lone back in the backfield to the right of Fugate. Trip receivers to the near side. Fugate again drops back. He's got a wide open space in front of him. Breaks the tackle, and that one's going to be brought down. Shoelace tackle there by Nick Shadell. Richard Smith in as well, but Shadell tripping up Fugate on that play. Fourth and 3 will be to the Huskies. They look like they might have stayed out on the field. Fugate stayed out there for a little while, but punt team comes in for the Huskies. Back is McKinley Johnson to receive the punt for the Stags. 7:24 left here in the first half. Punt by Bailey Stroll, and that one hits the 10-yard line. Going to trickle back, going to almost be brought down. That one saved before going into the end zone for a touchback. So right at the 1-yard line, we'll set up almost the 1-inch line. Will be the offense for Bishop Miege starting their next offensive series. See if they can get the momentum back that they had on that touchdown drive. But they'll have to go the whole length of the field here if they want to get anything out of this one. Definitely be a little bit of a hard task, backed up as far as they are, almost on top of the goal line to start this offensive series. We'll see what they come out with the first offensive play here for the Stags on this offensive series. The diamond wide receiver formation to the near side. Mahoney, the farthest back wide receiver there. Adam Novak, the lead receiver. Johnson split out towards the far side. They're going to go for him right down the far sideline. Cozart firing that one. Excuse me, that was Trey Parmalee intended on the pass. Incomplete pass, a little bit ahead from Cozart. Too much air behind that one, but good idea as Parmalee had some separation. 7 minutes left here in the first half. Bishop Miege leading this one 7-0 over Blue Valley Northwest. Cozart going to be under center. 2 tight ends, and that's a handoff to Wanzi Johnson, who's trying to push it up the middle. Looks like it might be a safety. He's in the end zone, but we'll see if they can get out. And it is a safety credited for Blue Valley Northwest. Quanzi Johnson couldn't push enough with his offensive line in front of him to get out of the end zone. So that's going to make it 7-2 now. Blue Valley Northwest getting the safety, so that great punt coming by Bailey Stroll. Panning out for the Huskies of Blue Valley Northwest. They get the safety as bad field position for the Stags there. I mean, they were on less than the 1-yard line trying to get out of that. They tried to fire a long pass down the far sideline to Parmalee, a little bit overthrown by Cozart on the first play. Then a run straight up the middle for Quanzi Johnson, but he was stuffed by the whole entire defense of the Huskies. So the Huskies will get it after securing the safety and the 2 points. So 7-2 now is the score. Free kick coming by Colin Carter and the Stags. So you get the 2 points and the ball for Blue Valley Northwest. So the momentum shifting in favor of the Huskies. Straight up the middle. That one fielded, now brought down right about the 45-yard line. Be the 43 officially for the Huskies to start their offensive drive. Fisher with the stop on the special teams unit for the Stags. 6:45 left here in the first half. 7-2 is the score. Interesting first half, to say the least, by both teams. A turnover on the first offensive series for Blue Valley Northwest, and a turnover on downs, and they get the safety on the defensive stand. You got the lone touchdown scored by the Stags of Bishop Miege, a 35-yard pass to Cozart, from Cozart to McKinley Johnson. Fugate fires. That's going to be a first down, caught by Fritz. Fritz, 12-yard gain on the play, going to be into Stag territory, marked down at the 45-yard line. Quanzi Johnson with the tackle, but got the first down for the Huskies. So 1st and 10 on the 45 of the Stags. .637 left here in the first half. Fugate in the shotgun once again. Mitchell, the lone running back. Stroll split out to the near side. Fugate fires in the flat. That one going to be dropped, and they're going to say it's incomplete. Wasn't a backwards pass. That one intended for Starks. Starks couldn't pull it in. He had some space in front of him. He had Stroll as a blocker as well, but couldn't track that one down. Be 2nd and 10. Twin receivers to both sides for Fugate and the Huskies on the offensive set. Fugate going to get the keeper, and he's met in the backfield. Swallowed up by Richard Smith. Comes up with a sack. It's going to be about a 7-yard loss on the play. We'll see where the mark is, actually. They're actually going to say only a 5-yard loss on the play, but a huge play by the defensive end, Richard Smith, for the Stags. The 6'4 senior plays wide receiver on the offensive end, but defensively assignment is on the D-end position. Third and 15 for the Huskies. Fugate in the shotgun, going to roll out to his right. Going to take it himself up the sideline, but brought out after a gain of 2. So that's going to be 4th down and another punt coming for the Huskies. Huskies looked to have some promise initially on the first couple plays on that offensive series. They advanced the ball, but then the huge sack by the defense for Bishop Miege. Richard Smith gobbling up Garrett Fugate in the backfield for the 5-yard loss. McKinley Johnson back to take the punt. Stroll with the punt. With a high snap. Stroll gets that one off. Johnson looks like he's going to field that one off the bounce. And indeed he does. Plays it back towards midfield. Breaks one. Oh, he looked like he was going to break the tackle, but tripped up. Good job by the Huskies defense. To stop Johnson's momentum. He tried to cut it from the far side of the field. It's going to set up the offensive drive, though, on the 17-yard line for the Stags. 5:21 left here in the first quarter. The first half. 7-2 is the score. Bishop Miege leading this one. Lone touchdown coming by the Stags. Cozart, 35-yard pass to McKinley Johnson. Cozart in the shotgun. Fires out to Johnson in the flat. Far side. Shakes one tackle. Looks like he's going to get a gain of about 1 yard on the play. Maybe 2 if the refs are generous. Mason Gabby with the tackle. Gain of 2 for Johnson. Off the Cozart pass to the flat. Under 5 left here in the first half. Low scoring affair thus far. 7-2. Safety coming on the last offensive series for the Stags. Blue Valley Northwest had them pinned inside the 1-yard line and came up with the safety. Cozart, far sideline. That one almost intercepted. Good defense by the Huskies. Parmalee, the intended receiver. .434 left here in the first half. 7-2. Bishop Miege leading this one. Home game for Bishop Miege, the first home game of the young season. They were on the road last week taking on Blue Valley Southwest, and they came away with the 48-28 victory as Cozart in the shotgun. Trip receivers near side. Going to fire this one down the far sideline once again. Parmalee extends, broken up by the Husky defense. Excuse me, that was Johnson extending for that one. Parmalee on the last pass attempt. The punt here for Bishop Miege. Russell Gray manning the punting duties for the Stags. Gray gets that one off the side of his foot. It's going to be fair caught right at the 48-yard line by the Huskies, so that's where they'll start up their offense. Jaquan Stone with the fair catch. Huskies will start on their own 49-yard line, excuse me. Initially I said 48 off the fair catch. 4:22 left here in the first half. Huskies still trailing, but only by 5 now as they recorded the safety here towards the start of the second quarter. Fugate again in the shotgun. Twin receivers both sides. Going to fire to Starks. Starks caught it, but then immediately met. It's going to be an incomplete pass. Nice job on the defense for the Stags. It looks like Rudy Estrada, who had a big play in the backfield earlier, comes up with a hit there. Stroll and Starks, the near side receivers for the Huskies. Swales and Fritz the far side. Fugate once again going to go back to pass, looking for Starks. Overthrows him there. Defense by Brad Ivy. Estrada in there as well again. Looks like Fugate and the Huskies trying to dial up the same play as the last one. Starks had his hands on the first one, on the first down attempt, but just unable to corral it and keep control. So 3rd and 10 now for the Huskies from their own 49-yard line. Unable to gain any yards there. Starks on the motion, comes back to the near side. Fugate drops back the pass. He's got a man in front of him. He's going to roll out, going to fire, and that one's going to be caught, but 2 yards short and pushed out of bounds. Nice catch by the Huskies there from the far sideline, but didn't get enough yards to get the first down. They'll say the pass incomplete. It looked like it was corralled, but referees again conferring and overturning the call. So turnover on downs either way. Or excuse me, a punt will be coming. It's only 3rd down. offsides on the defense. So 5-yard penalty there, but still be 4th down for the Huskies. Bailey Schroll, the punter. 4 minutes left here in the first half. Bishop Miege leading this one. And Stroll's going to keep it. No, he's going to. It looked like he might take it himself, but he fires the punt. He thought he might take it himself to try to get the first down. But just a running start for the punt and out of bounds. Let's see where the referee marks that one. Looks like the referee's going to mark it at the 29-yard line of Bishop Miege with 4 minutes left here in the first half. Miege has had only one truly successful offensive drive as Cozart again in the shotgun. Quarterback keeper with the 4 wide receiver formation. He breaks it up. He's at the 50, 40, 30. He's got wide open space. Looks like he's going to take it to the pay dirt, and he does. Touchdown, Montel Cozart on the quarterback keeper all the way from his own 29-yard line. 71-yard run by Montel Cozart. Busting one off. He had a rushing touchdown in last week's contest. That's going to be good here for another rushing touchdown. The 71-yarder, showcasing his athleticism, was the quarterback Cozart. He took over for Max Shortell, who actually went Division I to the University of... Oh, the PAT is blocked. Colin Carter gets it blocked. Nice job by the Huskies to penetrate through there and block that one. So it's only 13-2. The PAT unsuccessful, but as I was saying, Cozart took over for Max Shortell this season. Shortell went Division I to the University of Minnesota and got a little bit of action in the first week of college football action up there for the Gophers, did Shortell. But Cozart, his protege, I guess, is behind him last year. Now taking over this year and having some good games thus far in the young season. 278 yards passing last week for Cozart. And this week, not the passing escapades for Cozart yet on the first half here, but definitely showcasing his athleticism with his running ability as Carter puts a boot on it on the kickoff. Fielded at the 5. Brought up by the Huskies. Find some room. Going to be brought down right about the 30-yard line, now pushing up ahead almost to the 35. Looks like the 34-yard line will the Huskies start this one. Mitchell with the return for Northwest. 3:39 left here in the first half. We saw one play offensive drive there by Miege to extend their lead to 13-2. Montel Cozart, the quarterback keeper, straight up the middle. Got plenty of daylight in front of him and didn't look back as he took it 71 yards. Fugate has Mitchell in the backfield to the near side. Twin receivers to both sides. Fugate going to keep it. Mitchell comes up with the block in the backfield. Fugate gets hit now as he spins off of the defense. Good for gain of 1 about on the play. Good pressure by the Stags thus far in tonight's contest. They've been able to penetrate the offensive line of Northwest. No gain on the play as Fugate got back to the original line of scrimmage. Mitchell in the backfield once again. Trip receivers to the far side for Fugate and the Huskies. Lone receiver to the near side. That is Vince Fritz. 3 minutes left here in the first half. Short pass to Mitchell. Mitchell breaks one tackle. Going to go up the near sideline. It threw a slew of more tacklers past midfield and brought down Marlon Mitchell, showcasing Some great footwork there. Good first down all the way into Stags territory. We mark down at the 42-yard line, it appears, of the Stags. 2:50 left here in the quarter. Huskies trailing by 11. Their lone scorer coming on the defensive side of the ball with the safety. Fugate again in the shotgun. Got Fritz to the near side. Trip receivers to the far. Looking for Mitchell once again. That one almost broken up by Smith. Mitchell gets a hold of it, but the Stags were well prepared for that one, and they're going to get only a 2-yard gain out of the same play this time, will the Huskies. Cole Pickert with the stop for Bishop Miege. Fugate and the Huskies 2nd and 9 from the 41 of the Stags. Trailing by 11 are the Huskies of Blue Valley Northwest. Fugate in the shotgun. Mitchell in the backfield. Trip receivers to the far side. Quick pass. That one going to be caught. Corralled by Moses. Moses looks like he's got the first down. 11-yard gain. Brad Ivy with the stop, but good enough for the first down and the ball advancing for the Huskies. Stroll and Swales, also Moses, the 3 receivers to the near side. Far side is Fritz. Mitchell in the backfield with Fugate in the shotgun. 2 minutes left here in the first half. 13-2 the score. The Stags of Bishop Miege leading this one. Handoff straight up the middle. Mitchell met by the defensive line of Bishop Miege. Gain of 3 on the play, it appears. Northwest sticking to their game plan, it looks like. Mixing in the pass and the run out of the shotgun. Mitchell went over 100 yards, 170 to be exact, in last week's contest over against Blue Valley North. He had a rushing touchdown. He's in the backfield with Fugate. Trip receivers to the near side. Fugate drops back in the quarterback keeper. He's going to break it. Looks like he might got enough for the first down. Maybe a yard short. Timeout by Blue Valley Northwest. Minute 12 left here in the first half. 13-2 is the score here, as Bishop Miege leads this one over Blue Valley Northwest. Buy Factory Direct and save at Factory Direct Appliance. Call 816-468-8344 or visit us at kcfda.com. 810varsity.com broadcast brought to you by Nick and Jake's. Nick and Jake's, real food, honest drink. Nick and Jake's, the proud title sponsor of 810varsity.com. Check out our promotions throughout the season on Facebook or Twitter at Nick and Jake's. Minute 12 left here in the first half. 13-2 the advantage for the Bishop Miege Stags. It's a home game for the Stags. They were on the road in week 1, won that contest 48-28 over Blue Valley Northwest. Excuse me, Blue Valley Southwest. They're playing Blue Valley Northwest here tonight. Northwest won their first contest over Blue Valley North 34-16 last week, as Fugate and the Huskies line up to get the offense rolling after the timeout. 3rd and 1 from the 21 of the Stags. Fugate in the shotgun. Mitchell in the backfield picks up the block. Quick pass. That one right there. Mahoney almost got a piece of that one. Incomplete pass. Austin Swells, was the intended receiver by Fugate. Fourth and 1 from the 21. So a huge play for both teams here towards the end here of the first half. Just about a minute 9 left here in the first half of this contest. Bishop Miege leading 13-2. Fugate in the shotgun. Mitchell in the backfield. 2 receivers to the near side. And Fritz. Fugate's going to keep it. He's going to go to the right. He's going to fall short. Fumbles the ball. They're going to say he's down, but short of the first down. Nice defensive stop. Mahoney in on the play. And Brad Ivy as well in the mix with the stop on the rush from Garrett Fugate. So that's going to set up another turnover on downs by the Huskies. And first and 10 from their own 24 for Bishop Miege. Minute 5 left here in the first half. We'll see if the Stags of Bishop Miege can do anything with the minute left here in the first half of the contest. See if they can get any more points. They definitely have the offensive threats to strike quickly. We saw that on the last offensive series. The quarterback Montel Cozart running off straight down the middle for a 71-yard touchdown. Trip receivers to the near side. Whistle before the play even starts. Flag on the play. Delay of game on Bishop Miege, so that's going to back them up before they can even start their offensive series. 5 yards. So instead of first and 10, it's going to be first and 15 with a minute 5 left here in the first half for the Stags of Bishop Miege. They lead this one 13-2. Live on 810varsity.com. Cozart in the shotgun, firing this one, looking for Novak. That one sails over Novak's head. With the defense is Ryan Pottinger. Pottinger was stride for stride with the tight end Adam Novak. That play only getting 4 ticks off the clock. With the incomplete pass, the clock stops, so it's at 1 minute, 1 second. But 2nd and 15. After the initial delay of game penalty on the Stags, and then the incomplete pass there by Cozart. Trip receivers to the near side. Cozart once again drops back to pass. Got some space. That one's fired in there. Going to be caught, and only a few yards gain on that. Quanzi Johnson with the reception. Looks like a 10-yard gain actually on the play. Jake Swally with the tackle. And timeout Bishop Miege here with 47.2 seconds left in the first half. Cozart was looking for the deep pass there on that last play once again, but had the check down to the running back, Quanzi Johnson. 3rd and 5 will be the play out of the timeout for the Stags. Nick and Jake's, real food, honest drink. Nick and Jake's, the proud sponsor of 810varsity.com, located in Parkville and in the Parkville Commons and in Overland Park on 135th Street, or visit us online at nickandjakes.com. So coming out of the timeout, we'll see what the Stags can dial up on offense. 47.2 seconds left to go in the half. Bishop Miege leading 13-2. Live here on 810varsity.com. I'm Mike Smith bringing you the action here tonight. Live from Bishop Miege High School. Cozart in the shotgun. Quanzi Johnson in the backfield. Lone running back. Twin receivers both sides. Cozart drops back to pass. Under pressure. Quick pass. Not going to be dropped by Parmalee. Hit him in the knees. That would have been enough for a first down. Parmalee had a little bit of space, but we won't know what will come away with that one. 43.5 seconds now left here in the first half. And instead of the Stags going for it as they're deep in their own territory, they'll set up for the punt. Don't want to not convert on the first down and give the Huskies great field position with enough time to possibly cash something in. That one punted on by Russell Gray. Nice bounce. It's going to take a generous bounce for the Stags all the way down to the 20-yard line. So nice punt by Gray. Huskies will start from their own 20-yard line with 32.7 seconds left here in the first half. Huskies trail by 11. Their lone score of the contest coming off a safety. It was a great punt to set up that safety by the Huskies. They pinned the Stags within the 1 yard line and then stuffs Quanzi Johnson in the end zone for the safety. But they haven't been able to effectively move the ball on offense as the Huskies of Northwest. Again, 32.7 seconds left here in the first half. Bishop Miege leading this one 13-2. Fugate in the shotgun. Twin receivers to the far side. Flag on the play before we can get this one going. Maybe a false start. I don't know what the shot clock, or the play clock was at. So maybe delay of game. Referees converging and discussing what this penalty call will be. But the big plays here in this first half, Montel Cozart, a 35-yard touchdown pass to McKinley Johnson, and then a 71-yard scamper for a touchdown himself for Cozart. That's the 2 scores on the board for Bishop Miege, and one of the extra points blocked. The penalty was on Blue Valley Northwest. A delay of game call. So 32.7 seconds left here in the first half. Fugate going to hand off to Mitchell straight up the middle. And he's met right about the line of scrimmage. 22 seconds now, the clock ticking down. We'll see if Blue Valley Northwest will call a timeout or does the clock tick down. Maybe they'll try to get one more play underneath their belt. 9 seconds left here in the first half. Looks like Northwest is content enough to go to halftime down 13-2. Bishop Miege will take the halftime lead going in, the 13-2 advantage. Again, the big plays in this first half, a Montel Cozart 35-yard touchdown pass to McKinley Johnson, and then the 71-yard scamper from Montel Cozart as well for another touchdown. The PAT blocked by the Huskies of Blue Valley Northwest on that one. Then the safety coming, the lone points of the game for the Huskies in this first half. A interception was thrown by Blue Valley Northwest on their first offensive series as well, and a couple of turnover on downs on some of their offensive series coming for Blue Valley Northwest. But that takes us to the half. Bishop Miege leading 13-2 on 810varsity.com. 810varsity.com now brings live video streams for more than 25 KC Metro schools all season long. Now you can watch and listen to all the action live on your computer, iPad, or phone. And of course, live scores, rankings, and more. Live or archive, get the games at 810varsity.com. Welcome back live on 810varsity.com. Mike Smith bringing you the action here tonight from Bishop Miege High School as Blue Valley Northwest takes on Bishop Miege. It's 13-2 at the half, just about getting second half action underway. A little bit different outcome in the first half than last year's total game. It was a 42-0 score for Bishop Miege last year, so they put up plenty of points. Not very many points put up by either team in the first half. 2 touchdowns scored by the Stags of Bishop Miege. Montel Cozart, a 35-yard touchdown pass to McKinley Johnson, and then a 71-yard run straight up the middle to the promised land for Cozart and getting the second touchdown on the board. The extra point was blocked, so that's why it's at 13 for the Stags of Bishop Miege. The 2 points coming off of only the way a 2 points can come, a safety for the Huskies of Blue Valley Northwest. They put the Stags pinned inside their own 1. Go over some stats real quick from the first half. For Bishop Miege, Cozart was 8 of 15, 54 yards passing, 70 yards rushing. Again, 1 pass TD, that the 35-yarder to McKinley Johnson, and then a 71-yard rush for a touchdown. He was sacked, so that takes away from some of his rushing yards. So if you don't want to get people confused that he has 70 total rushing yards, but a 71-yard rushing touchdown. Quanzi Johnson, 4 rushes for 3 yards officially on the night. Parmalee, 5 catches for 35 yards, and then McKinley Johnson had his 1 reception for 35 yards. So not a lot of offense going around. Same for the Huskies on their end. Garrett Fugate, the senior quarterback for them, 10 of 17 on the night, 52 yards passing, 8 rushes for 24 yards for himself. Again, he was sacked a couple of times in that first half by the defense of Bishop Miege. Mitchell, the running back for the Huskies, 4 rushes for 14 yards. And Starks got 1 rush for 1 yard officially. Haven't been able to do too much on the offensive end for either team. Saw a turnover by the Huskies on their first offensive series. It was a interception by Quanzi Johnson right at midfield on the near sideline. Also a couple turnover on downs for the Huskies stopped their momentum on the offense. And for Bishop Miege, they had some penalty issues on a few drives that didn't help them, and then Cozart got sacked a couple times. Some good penetration by the Husky defense to stifle those drives. So a low-scoring affair here at Bishop Miege High School, but definitely a good one between these two teams. Still an 11-point game, 13-2, as Bishop Miege leads this one over Blue Valley Northwest. You're listening to coverage live on 810varsity.com. Proud sponsor of 810varsity.com, Mr. Goodsense. Ordering Goodsense is now quick and easy with Goodsense online ordering. Just log on to MrGoodsense.com and place your order today. Just about to get the second half underway here. About a minute left before we get it underway. We saw the Stags start off with possession in the first half, so it will be the Huskies getting the first initial offensive look here to start off the second half of this contest. Darkness has converged on Bishop Miege High School, and the lights are on now. The crowd has filled up as well. A little sparse crowd at the beginning of the game, but everybody filing in from their tailgates and pep rally from this afternoon for Bishop Miege. Again, we sit at 13-2 coming out of the half here at Bishop Miege High School as Blue Valley Northwest, the visiting team, takes on Bishop Miege. Kickoff will commence here for the second half in just a few seconds. As I said, Bishop Miege will kick it away to start off this second half. Colin Carter and the Stags will put it back in play and get this one back underway. Huskies will start on offense. Again, they had trouble moving the offense in that first half, but so did the Stags. So we'll see who can come up with the answer to their offensive woes. Now, Bishop Miege was able to get 2 touchdowns on the board, but those coming really from 2 big plays. So you take out those 2 big plays for the touchdowns, there hasn't been too much offense coming from the Stags in the first half, just about the same from the Huskies. Colin Carter with the kick to start off here. Marlon Mitchell back for the Huskies. Mitchell had a fairly good return in the first half, about 30 yards. Carter puts a boot straight down the pipe on that one. Mitchell's going to field it. He bobbles it right about the 15-yard line. Breaks through a slew of tacklers. Almost got into the open, but brought down is Mitchell. Looks like he's about the 24-yard line is where the Huskies will set up their offense here to start off the second half. Darren George with the stop on the special teams. So Fugate and the Huskies come back out here to start off the second half. Fugate will line up in the shotgun. Mitchell, the running back. Mitchell will be to Fugate's left, the near side. Twin receivers to both sides for Fugate. Fugate fires to the flat, far side. That one's going to be brought in. Good for a 3-yard gain. Austin Swales with the reception. Blake Schneiders with the stop for the Stags. 3-yard gain on the Swales reception. So 2nd and 7 for Fugate and the Huskies from their own 26. Twin receivers again to both sides. Mitchell alone back. Mitchell in the shotgun, looking at this one near side. That one tipped on the defensive line, intended for Swales. Good coverage by Miege, though. Blake Schneiders was on the coverage. Richard Smith got his hand up to swat that one. Smith got the height along that defensive line, 6'4". Richard Smith stands at. He had a huge sack for a 5-yard loss in the first half on Fugate. So Richard Smith causing some more disruption here in the second half. 3rd and 7 from the 26. Fugate drops back, got some men in his face, fires towards the far side, 50-yard line, brought in by Stroll. Stroll is going to bring it in, and that one's into Stag territory. Pass complete to Bailey Stroll. He brought it in double coverage. That one's going to be 47-yard line. Good for a first down. A huge play, just what the Huskies needed to get the offense moving. Fugate will be in the shotgun. Twin receiver to the far side. Lone receiver to the near. Mitchell in the backfield. Fugate got some wide open space. That one fired over there. Caught by Moses. He's got some space up down the 25-yard line. Brought out by McKinley Johnson. But Moses, after the breaking of the initial tackle, rattled up a few more yards there for another good first down and a great passing play. So we see the Huskies effectively moving the ball here on their first offensive possession in the second half. 10:43 left here in the third quarter. will be 1st and 10 from the Stags 24 for the Huskies. Moses coming off the field. Substitution. It's like Marlon Williams coming in from the sideline. Trip receivers to the far side for Fugate. Mitchell in the backfield. To the near side of Fugate. Now in motion is Swells. Hand off to Mitchell straight up the middle. Bounces off one tackle, but going to be met by the Stags defense. Looks like that's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. Nick Shondell in the mix of about 5 Stags defenders on that tackle. It's going to be 2nd down. And from the field, it looks like 2nd and 11. 10-14 left here in the 3rd quarter. Huskies, first offensive drive for either team to start off this 2nd half. Huskies trailing by 11. High snap. Fugate's going to keep it himself. Rolls out, going to fire. That one right there caught at the 11-yard line. Looks like that's going to be enough for a 1st down. Austin Swells with the reception. Fugate with the nice deception off the fake handoff to Mitchell. Kept it and rolled out to his right. Found Austin Swells. That's going to be 1st and goal, looks like. No, it's going to be 1st and 10. It is at the 11, so chance for another 1st down. .9:39 left here in the 3rd quarter. Fugate in the shotgun. Mitchell in the backfield. Twin receivers both sides. Fugate drops back. One quick step. Fires again. Finds Swells along the far sideline. Looks like he was out of bounds. About the 7-yard line marked out. Bring up 2nd and 5. Second and 5 from the 9-yard line. So the Huskies' first offensive true threat here in the red zone for a potential touchdown. Trying to cut into the 11-point lead that the Stags had at the half. Fugate in the shotgun. Twin receivers both sides. Hand off to Mitchell. He's met in the backfield immediately by the Stags. Nice tackle. Novak in there for Bishop Miege. It's going to be a loss on the play. Bring up 3rd down. You see Ryan Sickler coming into the contest. Checking in. For the Stags from the sideline. 3rd and 7, so loss of 2 on the last play. Fugate, shotgun, Mitchell in the backfield, twin receivers again to both sides. Starks and Stroll, the near side receivers. Fired. That one intended for Swells, almost intercepted by the Stags of Miege. Incomplete through the hands of Austin Swells on the pass from Fugate. Quanzi Johnson almost getting a piece of that one to take it for what would have been his 2nd interception of the contest. Ryan Sinkler getting some pressure on that last play. 8:43 left here in the 3rd quarter. Huskies now 4th down. They're going to go for the field goal. Mason Gaddy lines up for the field goal. That one up and through the uprights. Good. That's going to give 3 more points on the board. So 13-5 after the field goal, but the Stags hold the Huskies to the field goal, not giving up a touchdown here yet in the contest to the Huskies. Have the Stags. But we'll see if Blue Valley Northwest has found something on offense. They had some electric passing plays on that series by Fugate. And now 13-5 is the advantage for Bishop Miege, but Huskies cut into that with the field goal. The Kansas City Command powering the 810varsity.com Top 25 season tickets for the 2012 Arena Football League season at Sprint Center are now on sale. Call 855-KC-ARENA. So with 8:43 left here in the 3rd quarter, The Stags will get their first offensive series of the second half. See Darian George, McKinley Johnson back to receive the kick. Kick coming by Mason Gaddy. Gaddy just putting the field goal on the board for Blue Valley Northwest. This one deep kick, fielded at the 4 by Johnson. Johnson going to try to go straight up the middle. And he's knocked back. Almost one of his teammates got in the mix there to impede his progress. So it looks like from the 17-yard line, the Stags will start their first offensive series here in the second half. They'll mark it at the 19 for Bishop Miege. So from their own 19, Stags will have their first offensive possession here in the second half, leading by 8. Cozart shotgun formation. Quanzi Johnson, the running back. Twin receivers both sides. Novak split out. He's going to take the flat pass. He's got some space, breaks a couple tackles, bounce off another. Gain of about 3 on the play by the tight end, Adam Novak. Marlon Williams getting in on the tackle on Novak after the 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 from their own 22 for the Stags. Johnson and Parmalee, the twin receivers, split out to the near side. Quanzi Johnson, the running back, in the backfield with Cozart in the shotgun. Cozart rolls out to the near side, fires for McKinley Johnson. He's met immediately. Brought down. Nice tackle there by the Huskies. Not sure what the whistle is for from the referees on the field. They're converging and discussing something. An eligible man downfield. So penalty on Bishop Miege. So they'll take back that short gain on the last play. On the ineligible receiver call. A 5-yard penalty there. .7:43 left here in the third quarter. 2nd and 11 from their own 18 for the Stags. Cozart shotgun. Got Mahoney split out to the near side. Twin receivers to the far, Parmalee and Johnson. Cozart drops back to pass, got some pressure. He's going to roll up, and that one fired. Parmalee, it bobbled, almost intercepted by Northwest, and then Parmalee almost got a piece of it off the tip. Nice job by Cooper Lund to almost come up with the interception. He got a piece of it, did Lund, and then it stayed in the air. Parmalee heads up play to even try to attempt to still come up away with the catch, but it falls incomplete. That will set up 3rd down. 3rd and 11 for the Stags. Cozart will be in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Kinley Johnson, receiver to the near side. 4 receivers in the diamond formation, far side. Mahoney the back one. Cozart gonna fire, looking for Johnson down the near sideline. He's got some space. Johnson wide open. He's got it double covered, but Johnson gets the reception all the way down. Looks like to the 32-yard line, 31-yard line of the Huskies. So a huge play on 3rd and 11 to get the first down. We saw Cozart and the Stags try that play earlier, but we saw an overthrow to Johnson, and then the second time they tried it in the first half, it was double covered, so Johnson couldn't get to it. Same formation here. Parmalee the receiver, though, to the near side instead of Johnson. Cozart in the shotgun. The diamond wide receiver formation. Quick pass to Parmalee, slanting in. He's got the space. He's wide open. He's going to take it into the end zone. 5. Touchdown, Trey Parmalee. Gets his first touchdown of the game. Second TD pass for Montel Cozart. And that's going to put 6 on the board for the Bishop Miege Stags. And then, pending the extra point, they can have 20. They got the last extra point blocked, did Colin Carter and Bishop Miege. So, definitely not automatic that the extra point comes here, as we saw in the first half. But a 31-yard pass, as a 2-yard, it's going to be a 2-point conversion off the attempt. But there's a penalty on the play, so looks like it might come back. Not sure what the referee is indicating, but typically in these situations doesn't favor the offensive team. Mahoney ran it in to the near side for the 2-point conversion. And it was a false start on Bishop Miege, so the play should have never even commenced. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. So the ball will be placed on the 8-yard line. Let's see if Bishop Miege just elects to go for the traditional extra point or still try a 2-point conversion. They don't have the surprise attack now. They go for the extra point. Carter puts it up and through the uprights for the extra point. 20-5 now the score, as Bishop Miege got the touchdown pass from Cozart, a 31-yarder to Trey Parmalee. Parmalee had a successful game last week, about 150 yards there and 3 touchdown catches, so continues his touchdown parade, does Parmalee, with 1 here tonight. Now you can live the dream. Learn to fly with Air Associates can be one of the most exciting, rewarding, and challenging activities you'll ever experience. You'll have the most fun you've ever had. Their special flight packages will make your training even more affordable. Visit their website at takeoffkc.com. So after the 31-yard touchdown pass from Montel Cozart, hooking up with one of his, I'm sure, favorite receivers for the season, Trey Parmalee, it's a 20-5 advantage, and Colin Carter puts it back in to play as Mason Gaddy fielded it off the kickoff. Excuse me, that was Austin Swales with the return. He was brought down around the 30-yard line, so Huskies will start from their own 30. Under 7 left here in the third quarter. Huskies trailing by 15. Huskies' initial offensive drive to start off this second half was a success. They got the field goal on the board. Obviously would have wanted to catch it in for a touchdown, but they moved the ball successfully against the Stags defense, something that you can't say happened in the first half for either team against their counterparts. If you get in the shotgun, twin receivers both sides. Got some space. Now he's going to be pressured. Brought down after a gain of 1 yard. Fumble on the play. The ball is loose. We'll see who comes up with it. Looks like the Huskies got it back. And going to be picked up by Marlon Williams. But Fugate comes away fumbling the ball, but Marlon Williams, his offensive lineman, saves him there. They did advance the ball 1 yard to the Huskies there, so 2nd and 9 on their own 31. 6:24 left here in the third quarter. Fugate yelling out some instructions to his offensive line. In the shotgun, going to quarterback keeper, got Mitchell with the block. Now he's breaking into the secondary there. Flags flying all over the place. He's brought down by Rudy Estrada. penalty might be a face mask. Indeed it is. Face mask on the Stag, so it'll add some extra yardage on the run. It was a first down run for Fugate and the Huskies, so they'll get the first down either way, but an extra 10 yards off the 9-yard Fugate run. And advanced into Bishop Miege territory at the 45 for the Huskies now. Moving the ball again on the offensive series. Their second one of this second half. They trail by 15, does Blue Valley Northwest, to Bishop Miege live on 810varsity.com. Quarterback keeper by Fugate. Breaks a few tackles. Going to work towards the near side. Still stumbling through a few tackles. Going to be finally brought down by Blake Schneiders. But good enough for another first down, about 15 yards on the play, all the way down to the Miege 30-yard line. So indeed a 15-yard rumble and bumble from Garrett Fugate. Excuse me, the quarterback now actually Henry McGrew into the contest. So Henry McGrew coming in at the quarterback position with Mitchell in the backfield. Twin receivers to the far side. Handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell gets wide open space straight up the middle. He's going to take it all the way to the house. 5, touchdown. That's going to be the first tally of a touchdown on the board for the Huskies in this contest. Wide open space. Great blocking by the offensive line for Blue Valley Northwest as Marlon Mitchell gets his second TD of the season. Had one rushing last week and got one here. Set up the extra point for Northwest. Mason Gaddy on for the point after. And puts it up in the upright. Well, they'll say out of incomplete. That one wide. Appeared from my angle actually to go in, but don't have the proper angle to determine that. The referees, that's what they're down there for, behind the goalpost. So the extra point unsuccessful, but a touchdown on the board for the Huskies nonetheless. They continue their offensive success. 2 offensive drives, and they've gotten points out of both. A field goal coming on the first offensive drive for Blue Valley Northwest here in the second half. The second one just ending there with a Marlon Mitchell touchdown. 30-yard scamper for Mitchell on the TD. 20-11 now the score. Bishop Miege still leading this one. So Miege will now get it off the kickoff. Gaddy to kick it away. 5:33 left here in the third quarter. This is a back and forth contest. We've had Bishop Miege on top throughout it, scoring the first points of the contest. Fielded by Johnson, and that one back into the end zone, so it will be a touchback. He tried to keep it in to come up with a return, but Johnson back into the end zone, touchback. That'll set up the offensive drive for Bishop Miege from their own 20-yard line. So after some lackluster performances from the offense in the first half and great defensive performances by both teams, we see both teams putting up points on all the offensive drives thus far in the second half of this contest. Two drives for Blue Valley Northwest, one resulting in a touchdown, missed extra point, and one resulting in a field goal. Cozart with the quarterback keeper out of the shotgun formation. Gain of 3 on the play. And then Bishop Miege first offensive series here in the second half, resulting in a touchdown off the Cozart-Parmalee connection. This is the second passing TD for Montel Cozart of the game. He has one rushing TD in the first half as well. And that's how we sit at 20-11. Bishop Miege leading. Cozart in the shotgun. Dual backs in the backfield. Handoff. And this one going to be Novak. Novak almost stripped, but he's all the way up to the 40-yard line. That's good for a 20-yard run by Adam Novak. First and 10 for Bishop Miege on their own 40 now. 4:44 left here in the third quarter. Cozart will go under center this time. Fullback Luke Taylor into the contest in the backfield. Quanzi Johnson behind him. Twin receivers to the far side. McKinley Johnson split out to the near. Handoff to Taylor straight up the middle. May have gotten 1 yard on the play, but he was met right immediately as he went into the middle of the offense and defensive line. Brennan Boland in there with the tackle. Demetrius Abernathy as well for the Huskies. See the diamond wide receiver formation to the far side for the Stags. Cozart fires for Mahoney. Mahoney's got it. Almost got a hand on it, did the Huskies defense. They kind of read that play there a little bit. Mahoney is able to advance it for a 3-yard gain. Definitely not going for the yardage that they were able to get against Blue Valley Southwest with that play. The pass out to the flat with Mahoney. And tonight we've seen Cozart with the quarterback keeper in that formation quite a bit. And that formation was the way the Stags lined up with the 71-yard run by Cozart for the touchdown in the first half. 3:12 left here in the third quarter. Cozart again in the shotgun. Quanzi Johnson, the lone running back, under pressure, and that is brought down is Cozart in the backfield. Penalty flag on the play, though. We'll see what the call is there. That'll be a loss of about 10 yards on the play. Holding on Bishop Miege. So penalty probably will be declined and take the result of the play. And penalty declined by the Huskies. They'll take the result of the play, which is a 10-yard sack and fourth down with 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Russell Gray comes in to take care of the punting duties for the Stags. Running start by Gray. Gets that one off. Stone bobbles that one, and he touched it, so it's all on the floor. Let's see who picks it up. Stone fumbled the play. Looks like the Stags came away with possession. Flag on the field. But this would be an unfortunate turn of events for Northwest if that is the case, that Bishop Miege comes up with possession. They'll be in prime position to cash in for some more points. They'd be inside the red zone. Referees conversing at the 20-yard line. Still awaiting who came up with the fumble, also the penalty on the play as well. Will definitely dictate the outcome of the punt from the Stags. 2:39 left here in the third quarter. Stags of Bishop Miege leading by 9, 20-11. Still awaiting word from the referees. Official It'll be a huge play dictating the outcome here, because Blue Valley Northwest has been on the offensive streak, scoring on both of their offensive series here in this second half. And they'd like to keep that possession and try to keep the offensive momentum going for them. And it's going to go in favor of Blue Valley Northwest. Looks like they're going to reset the punt due to the penalty. So the fumble is null and void because of that. So we'll reset that fourth down. So Gray and the Stags will re-kick this one. It's 4th and 18 for Bishop Miege. Gray gets the punt off once again. Stone back. It's Starks this time back, but this one's just going to be a slow roller past the 30-yard line and going to be stopped at the 28-yard line. So the Huskies will start on offense from their own 28. Crisis averted, though, on the initial punt. The ball was fumbled by the Huskies, and it appeared Bishop Miege came away with the possession, but a penalty on that punt was against the Stags before the fumble actually happened, so they reset the punt and definitely benefited the Huskies as they do get the offensive possession and a little bit better field position as well. Not too much, just a few more yards to start off here on their third offensive series in the second half. Fugate in the shotgun, twin receivers to the far side. Stroll, the lone receiver to the near. Hand off to Mitchell. Mitchell's got some green space. Nice, solid open field tackle by Quanzi Johnson, I believe. Actually, it was Trey Parmalee from his safety position with the solid open field tackle there. Mitchell would have had wide open spaces in front of him if he got around Parmalee there. So Parmalee, the last piece of the defense for the Stags to come away with a stop. It was a first down, though, for the Huskies on the scamper from Mitchell. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Fugate lines again up in the shotgun. Swells, near side wide receiver. Fugate fires over to Swells. Bob poked up in the air. Richard Smith again been very active on the defensive side. That's 2 pass defense from his defensive end position. He's also got a sack for a 5-yard loss in the first half. So Fugate definitely has to be weary of him on this near side defensive end position, as he's already got his hand on a couple passes. Now one batted up in the air. It could have been picked off if there was a Stag player in the right position, but nonetheless an incomplete pass. Is Fugate going to fire this one down the far sideline? Swells got a little bit of break from his defender, but the pass a little bit too far for him. Greg Orick with the coverage. Minute 50 left here in the third. 3rd and 10 after the incomplete pass from Fugate. Stroll, Swells, and Starks be the 3 wide to the near side. Mitchell, the lone back in the backfield with Fugate in the shotgun. 3rd and 10 for the Huskies from their own 44. Fugate keeps it, going to roll out to the near side. Breaks back now, trying to go through a few tackles. Ivy with the initial hit. Smith now in there to help with the tackle, as well as Trey Parmalee. 1 yard gain by Fugate. That's going to set up 4th down, and the punting unit will come on the field for the Huskies. So the Stags come up with the defensive stand, and the Huskies don't come away with any points on that offensive series here. as time winding down in the third quarter. Just about a minute to go in the third. Bishop Miege still leading this one. They're leading by 9 right now, 20-11 over Blue Valley Northwest. Low snap. Kick got off there by Stroll. Bounce towards the far sideline. Takes a bounce in favor of the Stags. Going to go down at the 32 of Bishop Miege. Under a minute left here in the third quarter. And Coach Grenhard down on the sideline for Bishop Miege, trying to fire up his team. As they go back on the offensive side of the ball. Again, under a minute left here in the third. Cozart will be under center. Fullback Taylor in the backfield. Novak going to line up in the running back position. Twin receivers to the near side. Handoff to Novak. Straight up the middle. Bruises through a couple defenders. Ball on the ground. Who comes up with it? Novak. Great carry. He got about to the 40-yard line. He's down. Ball squirted out. We'll see what the call is. But Novak is still down on the ground. He gets up. Still a little wobbly, though. And Novak comes up injured, trying to walk it off. And he's definitely going to be looked at. Player down on the field for Blue Valley Northwest as well. Try to get you the number as soon as I can. Demetrius Abernathy, linebacker for Blue Valley Northwest, down on the field. Laying on his stomach about the 40-yard line, so we'll see if he's all right. 43.9 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bishop Miege leading this one 20-11 over Blue Valley Northwest on 810varsity.com. Novak able to walk off the field himself. Came up limping, got helped up by his teammates. Appears his left leg was the one that he might have tweaked, maybe an ankle. But we'll see. Novak down on the sideline for Miege, where he's still being looked at there. But Abernathy now rolled over on his back. We see some motion from him, so that's a good sign. Helmet off as crowd silent and players on the knee, obviously awaiting to make sure that Abernathy is all right. Now sitting up is Demetrius Abernathy. That's a great sign to see. You don't want any injuries for either team. To make sure that everyone's all right. Abernathy able to walk off the field on his own power. So great to see that he is okay and will be fine. We'll see. Might be his end of his night for Abernathy, but able to walk off the field on his own power. Novak still being worked on his left leg on the Bishop Miege sideline. He appears to be okay. It may have been some sort of cramping issue, as he just tried some sprinting along the sideline. Reset the offense now with the clock ticking away. Under 30 seconds now here in the third quarter. Cozart in the shotgun. Johnson, and there's Quanzi Johnson in the backfield. Fake handoff. Cozart finds wide open Smith down the middle, but Smith can't corral it. Smith saw this open space in front of him and didn't bring in the pass before thinking about going ahead and running it down for some more yards after the catch. Smith will come out after the incompletion. Novak back in. So good to see that Novak is all right as well for Miege. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Stags from their own 37. Cozart in the shotgun. Empty backfield. 4 receivers set near side with the diamond. Mahoney the back receiver. Novak the lead receiver. Lone receiver to the far. Cozart fires over to Mahoney. Mahoney got a slew of Husky defenders on top of him automatically. Looks like he may have gotten 1 yard if you're generous. Maybe lost a yard actually on the play. That's going to do it, it looks like, for the end of the third quarter. Going into the fourth, it's 20-11. Bishop Miege leading this one over Blue Valley Northwest at Bishop Miege High School, live on 810varsity.com. Time to buy a new washer and dryer? Need a facelift to the kitchen? Factory Direct Appliance has 5 locations around the Kansas City area, including the Northland at 152nd Highway in North Oak. Special financing available. Buy Factory Direct and save at Factory Direct Appliance. Call 816-468-8344 or visit us at kcfda.com. Definitely been an entertaining one, to say the least, here in tonight's contest. Defensive struggle in the first half, as it was a 13-2 score going into halftime. A little bit more offense showcased here in this second half. 20-11 now the score. We saw Blue Valley Northwest on their first offensive drive of the second half drive down the field. What we thought was going to be able to punch in for a touchdown. Stags come up with the stop, and the Huskies only get a field goal out of it, but they got some points nonetheless. And then on their second offensive series, they were able to get a touchdown on the board. And then we saw the Stags continue some of their offensive success. Montel Cozart a 31-yard pass to Trey Parmalee here in the second half. Gray with the punt. Fair catch waved by the Huskies right about the 29-yard line. Will be marked at the 28-yard line to be exact, just as the fourth quarter is underway. So Blue Valley Northwest will have the ball to start off the fourth quarter off the punt. They trail by 9. So trailing by 2 scores is the Huskies. They missed the extra point on their touchdown as it went wide right. Fugate in the shotgun. Mitchell in the backfield. Twin receivers both sides. Moss, and Fugate fires. That one's Stroll. Stroll picks it up. He's got a little bit of small stature, so he weaves in through a few defenders and gets the first down. Looks like a gain of 13. Going to be a gain of 11 officially. 41-yard line of the Huskies, but a first down. They're still trying to cut into this Bishop Miege lead. They're not out of this one is Blue Valley Northwest. Fugate trying to set up the play in the shotgun. Mitchell again. Going to quick pass. Knocked down once again from the defensive line. That one, Adam Novak getting a piece of it. So 3 batted down balls by the defensive line here in this contest. That pass was intended for Austin Swells. Brings up 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Twin receivers near side for Fugate and the Huskies. Mitchell in the backfield. Keeper by Fugate. Weaves in through one tackle. Going to be a nice gain there on the quarterback keeper. Rattles off 7 yards. Fugate able to shed some tackles from the Stags. Blue Valley Northwest still trying to find that offensive groove they had in the first 2 offensive series here in this second half when they methodically moved the ball down the field. They've got the start of one drive going here once again. Fugate steps up. Now he's going to roll out to his left, go all the way for the first down and a little bit more, and out of bounds. Fugate with a 6-yard run there. 10:37 left here in the contest. Huskies trail by 9. to the Stags. Huskies with that run by Fugate advanced into the Stags territory. First and 10 on the Stags 46. Still plenty of time. Fugate in the shotgun, looking to pass once again. He's got plenty of time. That one fired to a wide open Bailey Stroll. Stroll breaks a couple tackles. Now he's got some space. Stroll looks like he's going to cut back to the far side and take it into the end zone. Far side corner. Bailey Stroll, right about the 25-yard line, appeared to be going to be brought down by two Stag defenders from the defensive backs, but broke free and went to the house for the touchdown. Second one of the contest for Blue Valley Northwest. Northwest trails by 3 now after the 6 points put on the board by the touchdown pass from Garrett Fugate, excuse me. Mason Gandy for the extra point. That one got a piece of it by the Stags. It will not go in. Underneath the bottom of the crossbar. Nice defensive play there on the special teams. Blocked kick by Bishop Miege. So still a 3-point game. One-score game with Bishop Miege going to get the ball off the kickoff here. 10:28 left in the contest. Miege leading by 3, 20-17, as the Huskies just scored. Fugate pass to Stroll for 46 yards on that pass. Can definitely say that Northwest looks like they are primed to respond from last year's season of finishing 2-7. They started off the year in their season opener getting the 34-16 victory over Blue Valley North, and they've been fighting in this one throughout the entire contest and only trailed by 3 to Bishop Miege. Miege primed to have a good season as well. They started off their season with the victory 48-28 last week against Blue Valley Southwest. That one fielded right at about the 1-yard line by McKinley Johnson. Johnson trying to work up the near side. Spin move, got some space, breaks an ankle tackle, and now brought down about the 35-yard line. 34-yard line will be the start of the Bishop Miege Stag offensive drive. McKinley Johnson, though, great return. Broke a handful of tackles there. Plenty of time left in this game for both teams to put some more points on the board. 10:19 left in the contest. Miege leading this one 20-17. Huskies just scoring on their last offensive drive. Fugate 46-yard pass to Bailey Stroll. Cozart will be under center. Taylor in the backfield at the fullback position with Johnson. Handoff to Johnson. Johnson gets brought down in the backfield. Looks like it might be a loss or no gain on the play. Josh Pennegaster with the stop in the backfield. 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. Under 10 minutes now here left in the contest. Cozart will go back to the shotgun. Twin receivers near side. Adam Novak, the slot. Trey Parmalee out far. Cozart looking for Parmalee right about the 40-yard line. Parmalee up the sideline. Going to go for the first down. 13-yard gain by Trey Parmalee up the near sideline. So 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line for Bishop Miege. Miege has the lead, but only a one-score lead at a field, that being would be a field goal. 3-point lead for the Stags. Cozart again in the shotgun, dual running backs. Fired down the middle, intercepted by Northwest. Nice job by Cooper Lund from his safety position to come up with the interception. Saw Adam Novak going slot receiver position, slant pass down the middle. Cozart with a bullet, but Cooper Lund able to get in and come up with the interception. So turnover on Miege, not what the doctor ordered there for the Stags, but definitely what you wanted if you're Blue Valley Northwest. You didn't want any more points put on the board by Bishop Miege, as you only trail by a field goal if you're Northwest. Excuse me, and it's been McGrew. I've gotten my quarterbacks confused. It's been McGrew here in the second half, not Fugate. And timeout coming for Northwest, so excuse me for that, as there wasn't a quarterback exchange to start off this second half. (20-17) is the score. Bishop Miege leading this one at Bishop Miege High School. $5 footlong subs are back at Mr. Goodcents. 7 great subs to choose from. Come see what fresh really is at Mr. Goodcents. 9:27 left here in the game. The Huskies of Blue Valley Northwest have the possession after the interception by Montel Cozart. Huskies find themselves at their own 40-yard line with plenty of time and a chance to take the lead if they can get some points out of this offensive drive. McGrew, the quarterback, as I said, now for the Huskies. In the shotgun, Mitchell there, McGrew with the keeper. Brought down in the backfield. Nice job on the defense. Thomas Shamet on the stop. Gain of 2 on the play. Shamet came away with the ankle tackle. Now Fugate back in. Fugate in the shotgun. Penalty on the play before we can get it going. Looks like it might be in the vicinity of a false start. Indeed it is. False start on the Huskies, so that'll back them up 5 yards. Will be 2nd and 14 after the 5-yard penalty on the false start. Austin Swales and Austin Moses. 2 receivers split out to the near side. Mitchell in the backfield for Fugate. Goes up to his offensive line, make sure they're aware of their blocking schemes here with the 2nd and 14 from their own 36. Fugate fires over to Schroll. Schroll again weaving through a few defenders. Trying to get most of the yardage back from that 5-yard penalty. It's going to set up 3rd down, but a very manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 3. Eight minutes left here in the contest. A crucial 3rd down here for Northwest. Fugate still in at quarterback. Mitchell in the backfield. Twin receivers both sides. Near side is Swales and Moses. Fugate drops back. That one broken up again by the defense. Looks like Smith may have gotten a piece of it. Also good coverage out there on the far side by the Stags. Greg Orick. That's going to bring up 4th down. Punting unit on the field for Northwest. Bailey Stroll with the punt. Trey Parmalee back to take this one for the Stags. Parmalee finds himself lined up at his own 10-yard line. 7:37 left here in the game. Stroll gets that one, a little bit of a line drive punt. Parmalee fields it right about the 12. Parmalee cuts back, gets a few yards, and all the way up to the 21. They'll mark down Parmalee at the 22, actually, so a little bit more yardage in favor of the Stags there as they start off the offensive series now. 7:29 left in the contest. Bishop Miege leading by a field goal. This one looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Miege's last offensive series ended in an interception right across midfield. Cooper Lund came away with that interception. Cozart in the shotgun, dual running backs. Cozart drops back the pass. Going to go far sideline. That one way over the head of his receiver. Looks like it was intended for McKinley Johnson. Cozart too much air behind that one. Flag on the play. We'll see what the call was. Holding on Blue Valley Northwest. So the pass was incomplete, but Bishop Miege able to get 10-yard gain out of the penalty. So they get a new first down as they advance to their own 32 off the 10-yard holding penalty on the Huskies. Again, it's a 3-point lead for Bishop Miege as Cozart goes under center. Johnson in the backfield with Taylor the fullback. Hand out to Johnson, straight up to Miller. Johnson cuts back to the far side. Gonna work through a few defenders. Looks like he's got about 6 yards on the play. Damian Hunt and Jake Swally with the tackle on Johnson. Gain of only 4 on that carry for Johnson, actually, so it brings up 2nd and 6 with under 7 left in the game. If you're Bishop Miege, you want to work some clock here on this offensive series as well as try to get some points out of it. You don't want to be comfortable with the field goal lead that you have at the moment over the Huskies of Northwest. Cozart under center. Going to roll out to his left, trying to fire, and he's going to be brought down. Couldn't find anybody. Well, good coverage by the Huskies. And then a sack. Nice wrap-up tackle by Josh Panegasser. Third and 6. No gain on that play. But great coverage in the secondary by the Huskies on that last play. 3rd and 8. So crucial play for both teams once again. Crucial 3rd down. Bishop Miege needs this one to keep the offensive drive going, to be able to work some more clock off. And be able to keep their 3-point advantage as well as move the ball down the field. Whistle and stoppage. Timeout before the play clock expired there. Bishop Miege called that one. But 3rd and 8, a crucial play here for both teams. I can't speak to how much it means for both Bishop Miege and Blue Valley Northwest. Northwest comes away with a stop. They've got plenty of time to come away with a tie or take the lead. And if Miege is able to convert on the first down, they're going to be able to milk this clock a little bit more and take some time off of it, and even work themselves down the field to put another score on the board and almost put it out of reach for the Huskies. But we'll see what happens for both teams here. Cozart will be in the shotgun. Quanzi Johnson, the lone back. Parmalee in motion. Going to go to the near side with Johnson, McKinley Johnson. Cozart drops back, looking for Parmalee. That one tipped, and that one going to fall incomplete. Tipped at the line of scrimmage. Could have been picked off if Pandergasser was paying attention a little bit more, but he was on his coverage, so doing his job on Parmalee. That's going to bring up 4th and 8. Punt team on the field. Gray to punt for the Stags. 5:39 left here in the contest. 3-point advantage. Fair catch waved by Stone and the Huskies. They'll start from their own 33 with a chance to work it down the field, come away with some points, possibly take the lead here in this fourth quarter. A tight one at Bishop Miege High School as Blue Valley Northwest is taking on Bishop Miege here on 810varsity.com. 20-17 is the score. Last offensive series for either team has been stopped by their counterpart defense. 5:32 left in the contest. Fugate in the shotgun. Twin receivers to the near side, Swells and Starks. Lone receiver to the far. Looks like it's Bailey Stroll. Mitchell in the backfield. Fugate with the handoff. Mitchell. Mitchell gets through the defensive line and a gain of 3 on the play. Blake Schneiders with the defensive stop for the Stags. Both teams have been able to come up with some defensive plays when they've needed them in today's contest. We'll see if that can play out once again. This time would be in favor of the Stags. Fugate with Mitchell in the backfield. Fugate in the shotgun. Twin receivers both sides. Penalty and looks like a false start. False start on the Huskies. That's going to back them up 5 yards. Going to be 2nd and 11. Under 5 minutes left here in the contest. Bishop Miege still leading this one. They've led throughout the entire contest, scoring the first initial points of the game. Fugate, quick pass out to Mitchell in the flat. Mitchell breaks a few tackles, going to be brought down. Nice job by Estrada to make sure he got enough of Mitchell's jersey to bring him down. Third and 5 off the 6-yard gain from the quick flat pass from Fugate to Mitchell on the last play. Fugate once again, Mitchell in the backfield, trip receivers to the far side, lone receiver to the near side. Fritz, the receiver to the near side. 4 minutes left in the contest. Fugate looks to fire. He's going to keep it himself now. Try to get the first down. Quanzi Johnson tries to knock him out of bounds. We'll see where the ball is placed, and that's enough for the first down, +2. So 7-yard rush or scramble there by Fugate. And enough for the first down and the Huskies to keep this offensive drive alive. Under 4 now. Twin receivers both sides. Fritz and Swells to the near side for the Huskies. Mitchell in the backfield. Fugate in the shotgun once again. 1st and 10 from the 41. Handoff to Mitchell. He breaks a few tackles. He's past the 50. He's into Stag territory. Brought down towards the 40-yard line. Another first down. For the Huskies. Huskies advancing into the Stags' territory. First and 10 from Bishop Miege's 40-yard line as Fugate has twin receivers to both sides. Handoff to Mitchell once again. Mitchell going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Breaks a couple ankle tackles and will get a couple yards out of it. Thomas Shamit and Adam Novak getting a piece of Mitchell to stop him from breaking anything big out of that play. Officially 3 yards gained by Mitchell on the first down run. 2nd and 7 from the Miege 37-yard line for the Huskies. Again, twin receivers. Mitchell in the backfield. Fugate back to pass, looking to the far side. That one fired in there, caught, and it converged on by 3 Stag defenders, but corralled by the Huskies. Nice job. Pass complete to James Starks. Excuse me, Dante Starks. Under 3 minutes, but first and goal now. No, they'll say first and 10 from the 18. Excuse me, I thought it was farther along on the pass from Fugate to Starks, but marked down at the 18-yard line. Starks and strolls. The receivers to the near side. Starks can't corral the pass in the flat. That'll be an incomplete pass. Bring up 2nd and 10 from the 18. But inside the red zone, the Huskies find themselves trailing by 3, 2:29 left in the contest. Blue Valley Northwest never led here tonight against Bishop Miege. It went to half, trailing by a score of 13-2. Unable to score any points in the first half on the offensive side of the ball. Fugate again in the shotgun, looking to pass. Finds Stroll. He can't corral. Johnson with the coverage. Good job by Quanzi Johnson to be right on top of Stroll. Pass a little bit behind Bailey Stroll, though, by Fugate. It'll be 3rd down. So 3rd and 10 from the Miege 18 for Blue Valley Northwest. Miege looking for another stop here. .225 left in the game. Fugate directing orders. Twin receivers both sides again. Mitchell is still the running back. Fugate going to fire the pass. Finds Stroll. Stroll going to weave in through everybody. He's going to go towards the end zone. Touchdown! Bailey Stroll gets into the end zone, and Bishop Miege finds himself down here in the contest for the first time. Blue Valley Northwest takes the lead off of that touchdown, 23-20. We've got the extra point pending as well. Northwest able to tack on the extra point. Bishop Miege will have to answer with a touchdown. If they miss the extra point, Bishop Miege could tie with a field goal. But we'll wait and see if Mason Gaddy can put this through the uprights. He's had a couple struggles tonight, missing one wide right and then getting one blocked as well. 2:18, the amount of time left in the contest. First lead for the Huskies of Blue Valley Northwest in tonight's contest. And a great pass by Fugate. That's going to be offsides. Offsides on the defense, indeed. Thought they may have been drawn offsides on a false start, but Quanzi Johnson with the offsides. So half the distance to the goal off the defensive offsides on the extra point attempt here. Northwest lines up with Mason Gadney. Gadney puts it up and through the uprights, makes that one count Definitely an important one for the Huskies. They take the 4-point advantage with 2:18 left here in the contest. So it's going to be down to the wire. We'll see if Miege can come up with something on offense. They'll see what they have on the drawing board. But a great play by Fugate there to Bailey Schroll for the touchdown pass and the lead for the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies. This contest winding down here at Bishop Miege High School. As I said, Miege has led throughout the contest, scoring the initial points of the game, going into half ahead 13-2. Saw Blue Valley Northwest able to open up their offensive game here in this second half, and it's led to them taking the lead now with 2:18 left here in the game. Johnson, McKinley Johnson, and Darian George back to receive the kick. Gaddy off the kickoff. This one's going to be fielded by George. He's going to let it bounce and not going to go out of play. And that'll be a penalty, and it'll be on the 40-yard line for Miege to start this offensive series to regain the lead and come away with the victory, possibly with just enough time to get this offensive series going. Excuse me, it'll be on their own 35-yard line. Cozart will be in a shotgun formation. Johnson in the backfield. Trip receivers to the far side. Lone receiver to the near side, Johnson. McKinley Johnson. Cozart going to keep it himself. Work toward the far sideline. Or to the near sideline, excuse me. And out of bounds he goes. Looks like about an 8-yard gain on the play. Nice job by Cozart to get out of bounds and keep plenty of time on the clock for his Stags offense to work down the field. 2:12 left here in the contest. 2nd and 1 after a 9-yard scamper by Montel Cozart. Bishop Miege finds themselves trailing by 4 after the touchdown by Northwest. Cozart in the shotgun. Quick pass. Going to be caught by McKinley Johnson, Trey Parmalee at the 45 of the Huskies. First down. After the first down reset, the clock continues to tick, about 2 minutes. Now Cozart from the shotgun, rolling out to his right. Got some pressure, he fires quickly. We'll see if that's scooped up at the 40-yard line by Tim Mahoney, and indeed it is. They say a catch. Be a 5-yard gain. Cozart was pressured, but he was able to get the pass off. Pressure coming by Jake Swally. Time ticking away. Minute 37 left here. Cozart again. Drop back to pass. He's got some space. He's going to take it himself. He's got the first down and some more. All the way down to the 30-yard line of the Huskies. Stags have to go for the touchdown, so no any fourth downs coming for Bishop Miege. They will definitely have to go for it. Cozart. Timeout, Blue Valley Northwest. Broadcast on 810varsity.com, brought to you by Nick and Jake's. Nick and Jake's Real Food, Honest Drink, Nick and Jake's, the proud title sponsor of 810varsity.com. Check out our promotion throughout the season on Facebook or Twitter at Nick and Jake's. Minute 25 left here in the game. Bishop Miege finds themselves trailing for the first time in the contest as Blue Valley Northwest took the lead on the last offensive drive behind a Fugate pass to Bailey Stroll. Cozart, shotgun, and he's going to try to fire a pass, but he keeps it himself, brought down at the line of scrimmage. Clock continue to wind. I'll say timeout actually called by Coach Grunhard and the Stags to preserve some time on the clock. Minute 17 left here in the game. It's going to be 2nd and 10 after the no gain scramble by Montel Cozart. Second and 10 for the Stags from the Huskies 30. It's been a tight one throughout the contest, but Bishop Miege had the lead. Cozart the story in the first half with a touchdown pass, a 35-yarder to McKinley Johnson, and a 71-yard touchdown run. He's got a touchdown pass to Trey Parmalee here in the second half. That one almost intercepted on the pass. Will. It was so close. Demetrius Abernathy, who we saw go off the field earlier, back on there, getting his hands on it. Also in on the play is Josh Panagasser, excuse me. Third and 10 after the incompletion. Cozart in the shotgun, twin receivers both sides. Parmalee and McKinley Johnson to the near side. Novak, the slot on the far side. Johnson in the backfield. Cozart, pass for Parmalee. That one over everybody's head. Closer to Cooper Lund, the safety for the Huskies. That's going to bring up 4th and 10. So as I was saying, any fourth down coming up for Bishop Miege, they're going to have to go for it. They can't go for the field goal because it wouldn't tie. Crowd is going crazy, both sides, Blue Valley Northwest and Bishop Miege. Miege trailing by 4, so they have to go for the touchdown. 1 minute 08, so they can just go for the first down. They still got plenty of time to get on the board, but they got to get this first down. It's 4th and 10. Cozart in the shotgun. McKinley Johnson, Trey Parmalee to the near side. Cozart hit, fired, Novak got it. He's got the first down. Novak, a 12-yard gain straight up the middle. First down for Bishop Miege. They still continue the drive. Chance to take the lead still and win this one against Blue Valley Northwest. 1st and 10 from the Huskies, 18 for the Stags. Minute left here in the contest. Cozart, shotgun, got some time. Gonna find Parmalee. Is he inbounds? They say he's inbounds, so that's good for a catch. 54.3 seconds. He was inbounds and then went out, so that stops the clock. The second down and I believe 4. Under a minute, though, left here in the contest. 54.3. Miege trails by 4 to Blue Valley Northwest. Cozart in the shotgun. Quanzi Johnson backfield. Twin receivers both sides. Parmalee and McKinley Johnson near side once again. Hand off to Johnson. He's hit at the 1. Can he extend? And he does. Quanzi Johnson into the end zone. He extends the ball for the touchdown. Bishop Miege regains the lead. 50 seconds left here in the contest. Quanzi Johnson straight up the middle run for the TD. 26-24. Bishop Miege takes the 2-point lead. We've got the extra point pending here. Nice play call. You thought Blue Valley Northwest may have thought Cozart was going to try to fire another pass. That's what the Stags did pretty much to move the ball down the entire field, but a quick handoff to Johnson, and in he goes. He was met at the 1 yard line, but he extended the ball across the plane and got the TD for the Stags, and they regained the lead. The PAT very successful, 27-24 now, 53 seconds left in the contest, and Bishop Miege has regained the lead. A crazy one here at Bishop Miege High School. The Stags have had the lead throughout most of the contest. With just about a little under 3 minutes to go, Blue Valley Northwest took the lead for the first time in the game. Went up by 4, 24-20. Left enough time, though, for Bishop Miege to rally the offense down the field, and Quanzi Johnson punched it in on a 9-yard carry to the house. Kickoff, and that one almost broken up by the Huskies. They almost broke that out. Brought down at the 32-yard line, 43.8 seconds. Still time enough for the Huskies to manage something here. They're not out of this one. They trail by 3. They could go for the victory or try to set up themselves in field goal position for a tie. We'll see what they can do, but they've got to get some better field position than where they're currently at. They're at their own 31-yard line, 1st and 10 with 43.8 seconds left in the game. Bishop Miege trying to pump up their home crowd here. Fugate tries to fire, quick pass to Starks, and he's met automatically. 2-yard gain on the play. Clock's going to continue to run. Timeout, though, called by Blue Valley Northwest. So they quickly call a timeout after the, what looks like actually just a 1-yard gain. Nick Shadell, I believe, in on the tackle there along the far sideline. 37.8 seconds left in the game. 27-24, Bishop Miege leading this one. Blue Valley Northwest again took the lead for the first time with about 2:30 left here in the contest. They went up by 4, 24-20, and then Bishop Miege had plenty of time to rattle off an offensive drive down the field. They had a crucial 4th and 10 pass, Cozart to Adam Novak straight down the middle on a slant pass by Novak that went for 12-yard gain, and then a 9-yard run by Quanzi Johnson to punch it in for the TD. That's where we stand, 27-24. Bishop Miege leading this one. 2nd and 9, 37.8 seconds. Fugate has to fire quickly, finds Stroll along the far sideline. He's got some space. He's got the first down. Penalty flag on the field. Stroll out of bounds, about the 48-yard line. But there's a penalty on the field. Indication on the field, it is on Blue Valley Northwest, so that game will be headed back. And that's just precious time off the clock for the Huskies. 30.9 seconds now left in the game. We'll wait and see what the official call is, but it is on Blue Valley Northwest. Holding is the call. So a 5-yard penalty from the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 13 for the Huskies from their own 32. 30 seconds left in the game. The Huskies trail by 3. Fugate, twin receivers to each side. You got to think he's going to air this one out. Quick pass to Mitchell, though, in the backfield. One tackle miss, now another tackle miss. Mitchell breaks a few tackles. He's going to find himself at the 50. He's got some space. He's at the 45 of the Stags. 21 seconds now. We'll stop for the reset of the down. But a huge play for the Huskies there on the big-time run by Marlon Mitchell. Broke a handful of tackles. Clock going and spiked quickly by Fugate and Blue Valley Northwest. We'll bring up 2nd and 10. 18.3 seconds left in the game. Huskies at the Stags' 45-yard line. Trip receivers to the far side for Fugate and the Huskies. Lone receiver to the near side, that being Vince Fritz. Mitchell in the backfield. 18.3 seconds. Fugate back. He's going to be hit. He's brought down in the backfield. He is hit by Blake Schneiders, who came lightning quick from his defensive back position, untouched for the sack. 7 seconds now left in the game. Fugate will spike it quickly right at the 50-yard line. 5.1 seconds left. Good enough for about one play for Blue Valley Northwest. Got to expect them to air it out here and go for broke. It's 4th and 15. But a beautiful, beautiful dial-up on the defensive side of the ball for the Stags. Blake Schneiders coming from his defensive back position on the blitz, untouched. Huskies unaware of it at all. 4th and 15, 5.1 seconds left in the game. Got to go for it all here. It does Fugate. Fugate going to air this out, and he's tackled. He fumbled on the play, and that's going to be picked up, looks like, by Miege, but he's hit in the backfield. Is Fugate. Richard Smith with the sack. The fumble on the play. Looks like Miege picked it up anyways, but that's going to do it for the contest. Miege wins it 27-24. A huge win there for Bishop Miege, a contest which they led throughout most of the entirety. Blue Valley Northwest took the 4-point advantage with about 2:30 left in the game, and then Bishop Miege rattled off a huge offensive drive. Montel Cozart with a 12-yard pass to Adam Novak on a 4th and 10 crucial play, and then Quanzi Johnson punched it in for the 9-yard touchdown and the go-ahead score. They had a few seconds for the Huskies to try to get something going. They had a huge run by Marlon Mitchell to get into Stag territory at their Stags 45, but then a sack from Blake Schneiders to knock it back 5 yards, and then last Hail Mary attempt was broken up by Richard Smith in the defense of Bishop Miege. Bishop Miege going to win this one and improve to 2-0 on the season. They win it 27-24 over Blue Valley Northwest. Miege will travel to Gardner Edgerton next week and play at 7 p.m. in that contest next Friday. You can listen to that broadcast live on 810varsity.com. Blue Valley Northwest, their next game next Friday against Blue Valley Southwest. And they fall to 1-1, does the Huskies of Blue Valley Northwest. And Bishop Miege improves to 2-0 in an electric game. Back and forth it went. First half, not so much offensive output. 13-2 was the score going into the half, but it picked up in the second half by both teams. We saw Blue Valley Northwest cash in on the first two offensive series for them, and then Miege cash in as well. Cozart, definitely a huge part for the Stags. Couple touchdown passes in tonight's contest for him, and one rushing touchdown. It was a huge 71-yard rush in the first half. Well, that's going to do it for the broadcast tonight, live here from Bishop Miege High School, as the Stags win this one 27-24 over Blue Valley Northwest, live on 810varsity.com.